call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He gets a block. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Makes the catch. It's Cuevas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
With the catch, it's Bernard. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save ahead and just get out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the pitch. He's loose. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. He wants it all. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic, but I know having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good...
There he goes! Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And this drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Russell. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. The ball squirts free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Sanders. Got room to work. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, the quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Off play action on first down. He's got it on the run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He leaves it with his back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And I like this offense. defense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tie football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create.
Ball's in the deep ball. All kinds of room to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
No, there's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Fires to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. It's caught downfield. Wide open spaces. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll keep it himself. Purdy on the Jets. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Here comes the heat. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll do it himself. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got an open man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Powers through the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Turning it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Now adjusting. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the give, looking for room. It's the runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming. That's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Going downfield for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got his man. Oh, a lot of space. Past the 30. He's at the touchdown, Trojans. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That's the 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play. 68 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Mayava. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack.
He's loose. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, USC.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Virginia is running away with this one right now, and you just know Cav Man is loving this offense today. They're up by 31 over the Judicials. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
On the ground, it's Washington.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Cuevas. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Floating away. That's it by. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Ncaa. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna run it. It's Sanders. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Quarterback gets the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Coming up, fourth down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, going to the air. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going...
It's a running room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz, or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10, and it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown tie.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Steps away. He'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job.
Got room on the return. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give on the option. Smashes ahead. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
49, USC, 32.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Ncaa. Quarterback moving. Finds some fresh air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Makes the grab. It's Lemon. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Rushes on him. And he'll just get rid of that one.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Making side adjustments here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets open down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Fourth down coming up.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Strockett. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. The Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having to chalk